So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
No. On the franchise? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Blue 45.
Blue 45. Following the interception, Bradford.
Yeah, y'all got open teams.
Michael Pruitt. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
That nigga playing with a motherfucker.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him.
Again, Peterson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Now the Georgia second man. This is Jarek McKinnon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, they do snap it. Bradford, and it is incomplete. So
they lying, bruh.
Call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packers off.
Well, Miss finna get on them again, boy.
I said it ain't shit to challenge. They full of shit.
Yeah.
I told you, bro. Come on at 3, man.
I see.
Now they get ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they have something going. They remember all the offense at the night.
We're going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there. It's good enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center.
Louisville got a team,
Nobody in the offense
situation.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The play fake to start. Now Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
319.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
That's what I'm doing now.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Peterson, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, 60 yards.
You done got him?
Caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And his kick is right through. So we have the touchdown now. Here's
that's that baby boy shit.
This one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
County United?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age, but I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling, and I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that and he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule.
With that early morning shit talking.
You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
See if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Why J-Miz take so long to pick a play?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
That nigga lie.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Look me up.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
That nigga hardly can breathe.
A toss play. This is Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Why you started trying to
that time? And that'll lead here to a 3rd.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Hey, be quiet. Game changer, be quiet.
I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball,
hey, game changer, hold on for a second. Game changer, hold on.
That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being.
Hey, game changer, hold on for a second. Hey, J-Miz.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra
keep trying to run
on
screens
3rd
on
down.
It's not gonna work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You gonna call, hey, dog?
It's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
J-Miz, you trash, dog.
On 2nd down, Peterson fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there.
Nigga just kicked the ball off. Nigga said, man, you trash where you kicked that ball off.
And very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know Adrian Peterson can run away from you in the open field, but he is not a guy that shies away from contact in goal line situations.
And this close to the goal line, they may turn to him again. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he will take this one in the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Walsh now for the PAT.
Hey, man, damn.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect.
Hey, Big Game, you watching this broadcast? Hey, Game, if you're not watching this broadcast, I'm going to cut it off, bro, because that just kind of slowing me down.
And so we have a touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this away.